Okay, in this video we're going to talk about number 3 from the 2009 AP Calculus AB exam, and it's sort of a rate in, rate out type question. So the problem says, Mighty Cable Company manufactures cable that sells for $120 per meter, sorry. So that sells for that. So I'm going to call that the rate in, because that's the rate at which they're making money per meter. For a cable of fixed length, the cost of producing a portion of the cable varies with its distance from the beginning of the cable. Mighty reports that the cost to produce a portion of a cable that is X meters from the beginning of the cable is 6 root X dollars per meter. So what that means is as X gets bigger, it gets more expensive to produce, right? So when you are 1 meter from the beginning, it is $6 per meter. When you are 100 meters away, it is $60 per meter. So it just gets more and more expensive as your cable gets bigger, I guess. So let's start writing some things down. So this is definitely a rate in, rate out question. And I'm going to say that the rate in, the rate at which you're taking money in this case, is $125 per meter. So it's just 125. And then the rate out is the cost to you to produce things, and so the rate out I'm going to say is 6 root X because that's how much it costs you to produce the cable in dollars per meter. Okay, so the problem actually tells us that profit is defined to be the difference between the amount of money received and the company's cost. So the first part is find Mighty's profit on the sale of a 25-meter cable. So I need to think about like how much did they take in by selling that, and how much did it cost them to make it. So the overall rate of change will be rate in minus rate out. So 125 minus 6 root X. And if the thing is 25 meters, then we have to figure out how much they made from the 0th meter all the way up to the 25th meter. So we're going to integrate from 0 to 25, and then the rate in minus the rate out, and then X is our variable, so with respect to X. This is a calculator problem, so I typed it in, I got 265, so I'm going to say 2625, so $2,625. So that's the profit that they made, because that's the amount they took in minus the amount they paid to make it. All right, the next question says, using correct units, explain the meaning of the integral from 25 to 30 of 6 root X dx in the context of the problem. So we want to explain this. So as I look at this, and when I look at any integral, I like to think like, what is each part of it, right? So our 6 root X we know is the rate out, right? That's what it costs them to produce things. And it's literally the cost in dollars per meter. So I'm starting to think like, we're integrating this, the cost per meter, that should give us the total cost, right? And then the bounds, the 25 and the 30, those are actually the lengths, right? So it's from 25 meters to 30 meters. So this is going to be in meters. So I think that I understand the integral, so I'm just going to write down what I think it means. So the integral from 25 to 30 of 6 root X dx, I'm going to say represents the cost in dollars. So it's going to be the cost in dollars to produce the 5 meters of cable, right? So from 25 to 30, so to produce the 5 meters of cable, and then it's from 25 to 30, so between the 25th and 30th meters of a cable. All right, so it's a little weird. Like if we integrated from 0 to 10, it would tell us how much it costs to make the first 10 meters. If we integrate from 10 to 15, it's the next 5 meters. So only from the 10th to the 15th, not like from 0 to 15, just that 5 meters. So in this case, we're between 25 and 30, so it's only those 5 meters. So it's a good question because it really makes you think about what's happening. But as long as you think about what each part of the integral and the integrand is, I think you'll be okay. So the next part, write an expression involving an integral that represents Mighty's profit on the sale of a cable that is k meters long. So this is sort of like just write an accumulation function. In fact, it's really basically part A over again, except instead of being 25 meters long, it's just k meters long. So I'm going to just write down basically what I did. So the profit is going to be the integral from 0 is where you start, k is going to be where you finish, of the rate in is 120 minus the rate out is 6 root x, and then dx. And then the result of that will be in dollars. And that was actually all of part C, was just to write that thing down. So the next part, find the maximum profit that Mighty could earn on the sale of one cable, justify your answer. Okay, so to do this, I'm going to name my profit function. I'm going to call it P of K, right? So K is the length of our cable. So we just get this. And then I'm just going to look for the absolute maximum. So I'm going to find P prime. Ordinarily, I would do the candidates test, except there's like no upper bound apparently on how big a cable can be. So I'm going to hope that something else happens. So P prime I can find using the second fundamental theorem. So take the upper bound, substitute it into the integrand, and then multiply by the derivative of the upper bound. So just 120 minus 6 root k, and then times 1 by the chain rule, but we're not going to write that. So this is a calculator question, so I use a calculator to solve for this. Yeah, we need it to equal 0. I got k equals 400. I'll show you a screenshot in a second. I need to test this, right? So there's only one critical point. So if at that critical point, the function goes from increasing to decreasing, since it's the only place it can do that, that would be the absolute maximum. So I'm hoping that that will happen. So P prime, 400 goes there. So just like think, what could you test? You could test like basically 0. If you test basically 0, you get basically 120, which is positive. And then there's no limit to what k can be, seemingly. So, you know, k could be 1,000,000. And if it's 1,000,000, 120 minus a huge number is definitely negative. So we know that the derivative changes from positive to negative at this value. So there's definitely a relative max. Since k equals 400 is the only critical point, it's also the absolute maximum. So I've seen that theorem called the lonely critical point theorem. It really needs a good name, but it doesn't have one. So let me show you the calculator stuff. This is the calculator stuff. I took 400 and plugged it in already, and now I'm just going to write it down. So since P prime changes from positive to negative at k equals 400, P has a relative maximum at k equals 400. Definitely. First derivative test. Then, since k equals 400 is the only critical point, so it's the only critical point, which means it's the only place that it can change direction, and it's a relative maximum, it's the absolute maximum. So I'm going to say P has an absolute maximum when k equals 400. So the max profit is P of 400, which turns out to be $16,000. All right, so that's the entire problem. It's a really good one for thinking about how rates of change work. I hope you found this helpful, and good luck.